Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope that you're all having a fantastic Wednesday, July 8th, 2026, middle of the summer. Big life-changing opportunity has come on to us right now. I want to talk about it in today's live stream. It is going to be huge moving forward. Robinhood's Layer 2 Ethereum chain is getting very popular, very hot. And I can't stress this enough, how early we are to this chain here. It's very rare that you get to start accumulating things on a blockchain at such tiny little market caps. And it is going to be absolutely insane. Before we hop into it, though, because it's going to be a fun live stream tonight. It's going to be a fun live stream. Smash the like. Hope that you're all having a fantastic day today. Subscribe to the channel. Let's hop into it right now. So here we go. Vilos. This app is absolutely insane. If you sign up for Vilos today, all right, there's going to be a bonus amount of diamonds that you will get. If you're a new user, all right, just to bump you up a little bit, you want to get as many diamonds as possible. There's going to be rewards. You want to get on this leaderboard. Vilos is my community here. It's like if Discord had a baby with Yahoo Finance and CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko and CoinGlass and all these different cool websites all together in one. It is the best. And we just got a big update. I'm going to go through the updates and then I'm going to go through the plays, all right, on the Robinhood chain. I've been buying a bunch. You can see right here, I bought this one. It's called Marion, Lady Marion. I'm already up in a little bit of profit here, $48. Wow. I just got it. This is the first ever meme coin on Robinhood ever. The first ever one. Look at this market cap. $2.7 million market cap. Absolutely tiny. Absolutely tiny. So it's going to be a good stream. I got lots of picks to show you guys today. It's going to be more focused about Robinhood. We're going to go through the breaking news as well. And I'm going to show you guys the new updates on the website. All right. So the big updates on the website right here. The community tab. If you go over here, it's more of a Discord-esque kind of layout now. You have your channels to the left side. You can collapse this or you can expand it. All right. You can even expand a little bit more than that. You can go into the different kinds of channels, crypto, stocks, meme coins, artificial intelligence. So if somebody in the newest channel posts a trade and it's a meme coin trade, it will automatically get added into the meme coins chat as well. You can filter by newest posts, trades, or even people that you're following. All right. Absolutely fantastic. If you ever have anything like a member question, all right, all you got to do is click on Vilos support up here. Now I'm on my founder account, so I don't see the button to make a new ticket. All right. This view is for me to respond to you guys, but your tickets will be in here and it's a private chat with me. All right. The only team member, the founder. So that is that. It's really dope. Look at all of these trades coming in. So Reese just bought Robin Fun. All right. I just bought Robin Fun as well. Patel bought a little bit of Arrow over here. Arrow is looking like it looks like a nice project on Robinhood, guys. It does look like a nice project. Let's go check it out real quick. So Arrow, it's a 10 million maximum supply. Vilos also got an update on the asset detail pages. All right. You can see the stats are all in this nice container here. All right. It's just a lot bit more clean, more condensed. And then you can see that this is a $19 million market cap, 10 million maximum supply. All right. It is up over the past week here. It's up in a steady line going up into the right. Don't go against the bull trend. I mean, this thing is really small market cap. Wow. It's already $2.07. $2.07. That means that my trade's up a little bit. Let's see what it is. Arrow over here. Let's let their website load in the background right there. We'll let that load. This thing is a DeFi app, all right? The CDP layer for tokenized assets on Robinhood chain. Now, there's a strong likelihood that this thing is a scam, okay? It's a brand new chain. It doesn't look like there's any funding behind this project or anything like that. It's a really, really small market cap, but there's a chance that this thing becomes a huge project. So I bought a little bit of this pretty recently. All right. I just bought this like an hour ago. Really. Okay. So I'm up like a couple bucks on it right here. I'm up $37. Oh wait, that's Robinhood. Sorry. I'm up right here. I'm up $14 on Arrow. I just bought like 200. It's a small buy. They're all small little buys because you don't need to have a lot of money in this stuff this early in the game to make a lot of money. And it's kind of like they're like all little lottery tickets. All right. So Arrow here, let's see if their website loaded. Yep. Borrow against what you already own. I like the website. I think it's clean. It's a nice website. And in cryptocurrency, a lot of these projects don't even do anything. They just have nice websites, nice marketing, things like that. They already have like over 1,000 followers on X. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. So anyways, I think it's a good little project. It's 19 mil market cap, 20 mil market cap. Its all-time high was like 25 mil today, I think. Let me see. That's Robinhood. We're going to hop in on Robinhood too pretty soon here. So it's at $2. All right. But it's a 10 million supply. So it's very, very scarce. So I bought 200, really early to the game here. It just launched on July 8th today, or this is on Vilos that's being tracked on July 8th, July 2026. Yeah. July 8th. Yeah. Right there. So it's just pumped up a lot. This thing could easily go up to like $10, very, very easily. $10 for this is only a $100 million market cap. It could go up to $1,000. That's a $1 billion market cap. So exciting to see this right here. That's one of the ones that I just bought. Another one that I just bought over here is called Robinhood. Look at that. I'm up $36 already with this. I got a small amount of this, like 600K tokens. This thing, you can't even do an all-time chart because it's just so brand new. All right. But this thing it's like a pump fund for Robinhood. And this is where a lot of people are launching their meme coins on. And you can buy the actual Robinhood token. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to buy this. This looks decent. So definitely join Vilos. All right. It's absolutely free to do. It is the number one community out there, the best. You get obviously the clean Discord. You get notified whenever I'm trading all the time. You see everyone else's trades. It's just a fun, very engaging community. I'm seeing over the past couple of days, our members are posting more and more because they want to stack up those diamonds and stuff, and people are having fun. So Robinhood and Arrow and Marion, those are three that I just bought. And then this one is the other one that I bought. Dog in Hood. I like the name. It kind of plays on dog with hat, but Robinhood with the hood, I like this a lot. I can see it. It's got a decent looking website. Now, this is the meme, basically just the dog with the hood on. And I don't know, man. I just it's like you're not buying at all-time highs here. All right. All-time high was like $10 million. You're getting it at 3.47. So on a nice pullback, it's a 1 billion supply. So I bought a little bit of this, just another little lottery ticket, tiny little market cap. So those are my 4 plays so far, and I'm looking at all of them. Of course, though, the big one that has been getting all the attention lately is Cash Cat. This is the number 1 meme coin on Robinhood, but it's pumped up so much recently that I'm not going to buy it right now. All right. You can see the chart is just straight up and to the right. All right. It was a couple thousand market cap, a couple $1 million in market cap a few days ago. Now it's at like $105 million. But you can see that they just got MEXC futures. They have Aster now. You can long and short Cash Cat on Aster. That is very good. So good to see that. And I am going to buy this eventually. I'm just waiting for maybe a more consolidation, more steadiness with this, and then to see if it gets a couple exchange listings and stuff. But this looks good. Now, CashCat was what Robinhood was initially supposed to be. All right, Robinhood back in the day, you can see right here in the banner on X, Robinhood originally codenamed CashCat. So that's what Robinhood was going to be named over here. And Vlad, he even posted this, the CEO and founder of Robinhood over here. He even posted it. Now, this other one right here, this other cat, Robinhood above it, I've been looking for memes that have this logo, and I see that there's one that has that logo, and I might buy that one too. So if we go over here to crypto, and if you go to categories, I just pinned it for us, all right, at the top. Robinhood is next to layer ones, memes, AI agents, perps, and RWAs. Kind of like the bullish narratives this cycle. Robinhood ecosystem. CashCat right there. Arrow, very close underneath it, all right? Arrow is only 17 mil market cap right now. CashCat is 105. There's a big discrepancy between the two. Then it just falls off, and there's like barely anything, Dog and Hood. I'm going to add this one to the watch list as well. The one that I just bought, Marion. Marion is the first ever meme coin on Robinhood. This is the website. I like it. When you click, there's kind of like little like UX features with this. I like the logo. Apparently this is like Robinhood's girlfriend or something, or whatever in the story, and apparently she had a really good aim with her arrow, So it says right here, nobody mentions the one who actually never missed a shot. Robin fired wild and got ballads. Marion drew slow, aimed true, and hit every single time. So I like this. No VCs, no team tokens, no wasted arrows, just a community. I like this. I bought a little bit of it. I like the website. It's well done for a meme coin. And yeah, so this one I just added to the portfolio, but they're tiny little market caps. All right. Like, I'm not going to sweat if this thing goes to zero. All right. For me, I'm just putting in a few $100 into each one of these plays for now. If they start getting exchange listings, then I'm going to think about putting even more money into them. But Arrow, for example, right here, nice website. And yeah, it's just super, super exciting. Like, there's a brand new chain. I remember when Base came out, and Base had so many good, solid projects. They still do. The Base ecosystem over here, obviously you got Virtual's Protocol, which is one of them. You have Aerodrome Finance, which is one of them that I'm really, really bullish on. I think Aerodrome's going to have a fantastic bull run. It's at 52 cents. You can see Aerodrome is up 10% on the week right there. And then you have multiple tokens that are in the ecosystem that have multi-chain tokens, like SPX 6900 has tokens on Base, Solana, Avalanche, and Ethereum, looking nice. So yeah, Base, but right now, the thing that's getting all of the limelight, all of the people talking about it, is Robinhood chain. They actually just surpassed $100 million of DEX volume right here. Actually, wait, sorry, $100 million in total value locked. So people staking, doing things with DeFi protocols on chain. Robinhood is going up and to the right. So not just that, and so this is the one right here as well. This is the post that I saw on X. So my team sent me this right here. First token on Robinhood is Marion, and LP's locked, so it can't get rug pulled. I like that a lot. And then if we go over here real quick, let me see. We'll cover Bitcoin. We'll cover Bitcoin, but we're going to do this one first. This is what really sparked the meme frenzy on Robinhood, is the CEO, Vlad Tenev, saying that, it's also great for memes, the chain. And that's how you get retail in. And Robinhood already is a huge retail platform. I use Robinhood myself. So you can get the Robinhood wallet, which is a separate app on the App Store, and then you can connect it to your Robinhood account. That's a very easy way to start bridging money over to there so that you can buy it. Or you can go on Uniswap and then just, put Ethereum in your wallet, and then you can buy the coins on there. All right. All these things go through Uniswap as the DEX, whether you're getting it on the wallet or you're getting it through Uniswap. Really nice. And you can add the chain on MetaMask as well. So I'm just looking through this ecosystem here and I'm like, okay, here's another like 500K market cap token. Like I could put in $50 or $100 or something into it and then just sit on it, wait like a month or something, and that thing might be sitting at 25 million, $30 million of market cap. Because if Cash Cat here is already at $100 million, and I just showed you that there's even more and more money every single day getting locked onto the chain. That means retail are bridging from Solana ecosystem and Base and Binance and all these different Ethereum. They're going on a Robinhood. You want to be early. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity where a chain launches. All right, there's only like a couple weeks where you can get in on the ground floor to a lot of these projects here. So Arrow seems to be the only legit project, like quote unquote legit. It might be a scam. Who knows? It might be a scam. That's why I only bought like 200 Arrow tokens. It's like $400 or something, a little bit less than that. But this thing has a nice website so far. So I'm impressed with it. I like the website. They have how many followers on X so far? 3,700, and it's growing every single day. I like the posts. They're posting as a legit project right now, all right? They're getting some little influencers to talk about them. I don't know who this guy is here. He's got like 12K followers. He just made a video on them. So I'm liking this a lot. Let's see what Vlad actually had to say.
Crypto is in real world assets. If an asset is not tied to underlying utility, if it's not a productive asset, what's the benefit of making another million different meme coins? There's an evolution where crypto is becoming infrastructure that powers financial markets and in particular real world assets. So tokenized stocks, you'll have tokenized futures, tokenized privates, which is an area that we're also very deep into. Everything that is running on traditional rails will eventually become on-chain tokenized. I think increasingly crypto and traditional finance will merge, and not to say that, you know, Bitcoin is going to become less important or meaningful, but I think that what drives crypto growth will be real assets with fundamental utility utilizing crypto technology. I believe that the future.
So good stuff to see that from Vlad Tenev over there. All right, so let's smash the like. Let's get as many likes as we can on stream here. All right, we got 44 people watching on YouTube right now. Let's do that. Okay, Bitcoin falls under $62,000 after Trump says MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran, is over. All right, so of course we can go get the trading view chart on here and go check out Bitcoin. It's actually right above 62 again. Right above 62,000. You can see this. Last live stream, all right. Last live stream, I was actually saying, yeah, it's possible that Bitcoin rallies back up to the 200-day moving average, all right? Which, if we go over here real quick, let's delete all that. The 200-day moving average is this blue line right here, all right? You could see this rally back up over the next month and a half here. Then it'll finally come back down in September and October. I'm a time traveler, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, this is what happens every single cycle. There's a few different rallies, relief rallies in the bear markets that happen up to the 200-day moving average. It always fails. Like, you know, for example, this one kind of rallied a little bit, little rally right here, little rally right there. That was all during 2022. And then finally it makes its peak bottom. Then once it breaks it, which is always at the end in the Q4 year between October and November, that's when the bottom is. Because obviously last October it hit 126K, that was the top. Then it starts rallying back up. You can see right here, it came back down and retested the 200-day moving average as support. Then it bounced back up. All right, there was kind of a slow grind. Here, you even saw it lost the 200-day moving average for a little bit of time, but right below it. And then boom, that's when you go to Valhalla. That's when you're in the bull market, when you're making millions of dollars off of small little investments, off of small $100, $1,000 investments, really easy money. And boom, we're right here right now. Each bear market is higher than the previous one. We're below the 200-day moving average. We're in the depth of the bear market, but I think it's going to go a little bit lower. So for me right now, I'm investing in the Robinhood ecosystem because that is brand spanking new, and all those meme coins are such small little market caps. All right. They're all tiny little market caps. But for my big watch list over here, this is my watch list. You can see that I just added the Robinhood memes and stuff at the top of it. These are all brand new. But for the big ones in my portfolio, I'm going to wait a couple more months to catch the ultimate peak bottoms for these things. I'm talking about Aerodrome Finance. Lighter, I did one little DCA into Lighter so far, but I'm going to put in a lot more money into Lighter because Lighter is the third biggest perpetual exchange out there. Or the fourth one. Yeah, it's like the fourth or third one, right after Hyperliquid and Aster. And Lighter is a private chain. So it's on Ethereum as well. So I'm looking at things that actually drive revenue. Those are the best altcoins to be adding to your portfolio. If you go on Vilos and you go to the revenue tab, and you can see exactly which protocols are driving revenue every single day. Hyperliquid made $1.29 million today. Pump Fund made 800K. Things that make revenue is a big meta play. All right, Collector Crypt made 306, about 260K right there. A lot of these things don't have tokens. You have Aerodrome, they made 200K. You know, a lot of that stuff is in my watch list, in my portfolio. All right, but if we go check this out, what's the biggest pumpers on the 24-hour outside of the Robinhood stuff? Outside the Robinhood stuff, you got Venice token, which is at $11.49. All right. Venice token over here. This thing I think is going to come back down between $8 and $9. If I run an agent on it, you can see that the 618 Fibonacci retracement level is at $8.71. So that's when I'm going to wait to snipe Venice. But I really like Venice a lot. I think it's a good AI play this cycle. AI agents, AI plays, those are all really bullish narratives right there. I love the new community layout. Let me know if it works nice on the phone. Okay. iOS, Apple devices. We're going to get that tomorrow, the new update for the community. On Android, I already saw it. It's live. So looking nice. Okay. Let me know if you guys want other channels as well in the community. Okay. We got meme coins, AI, technical analysis over here. We got due diligence. They're all brand new. So there's no posts yet. All brand new. People can share their wins, news, exit strategies, lifestyle, health and fitness. I saw health and fitness today. Bax, he just said, get them workouts in. Money isn't everything. Bad trades equal extra reps for me. Let's go. I love that. I love that. So look at that. George, he's getting ready to go to the gym right now, adding a few extra reps if I follow that rule. Nice. Looking good. And then you got Viking and Gonzalo over there that also got the workouts in today. I also did as well. So looking good. Looking good. All right, let's go check out some chats real quick. Let's go check out some chats. My live chat thing is broken. I forgot to fix it before the stream, so I'm just gonna read them out. Benji, good to see you. Afternoon. Akash, good to see you as well. Cedars, good to see you. Peace Relaxation, good to see you up in the house. Roderick, Cash Cat on Soul OG coin, thoughts? I would say the one on Robinhood is the OG one, the one that's actually at $100 million market cap, because now it's reaching escape velocity. You know, Cash Cat was gonna be Robinhood, you know, but Robinhood went with the name Robinhood, which is a lot better of a name, all right? But it's a good meme. It's a good meme. I'm not going to buy it yet. I'm going to wait, because you don't want to buy something that just went from like, you know, $6 million market cap in a day to 100 million, right? You want to wait a little bit. But for the other ones, I am buying them now. All right. I am buying them now. If we go to categories over here, Robinhood, like I said, just rewind the stream if you're getting in right now. I bought Arrow, which is 18 mil market cap. It's at $2 right now. It's a 10 million max supply. Very, very scarce. That thing could go up to $10 really easily at 10 at 100 mil market cap. Dog and Hood, Lady Marion, all right, and then Robin Fun, which is the pump fund of Robinhood. You can see that one's pumped up quite a bit today, but it's literally just a 600K market cap. It's tiny. 600K market cap is nothing. Or 400 or whatever it is. It's at $460,000 market cap right now, I'm pretty sure. So really, really cheap. Let's go to DexScan right here in Vilos and go check out. There's other ones. Okay. So you have this Cooper one that's at $4 million. It's a dog. I was checking it out earlier. Let's see Cooper over here. Its chart. We'll let that chart load. So Cooper, yeah, you can see this thing was launched, on July 8th. That was literally today. And now it's at 3.49. So for this one, I'm not going to buy this, right? It just launched today. It's its first day trading and it already pumped up hundreds of percent. But you can see that this thing it has a nice chart. You can see it had a little bit of a pullback here. All right. A little bit of a falling wedge. Had an inflection point right here. Pumped back up. Let's see if this thing actually comes back and makes a new high. Then the bull trend is still on. That's where it has to reach, right? So, but you can see as well, there's a larger parallel channel playing out with Cooper, all right? So it's actually hitting resistance as we speak, all right? This is the parallel channel. So probably what's going to happen with this one is it's going to come back down here at like 1.9 million and then maybe bounce back up, have a third retest, then maybe bust through. If it fails, it'll come back down even lower, 1.5 mil, hit that trend line, and then boom. An invalidation of the trend line is if it actually breaks below the parallel channel and goes lower, then maybe it's going to go to zero, right? Because these small little meme coins, you have no idea. Hoodie right here is at $3.4 million of market cap. It's got 500K in liquidity. It's got $8 million of volume. I'll have to fix that chart. They're so brand new that I got to keep them updated and stuff. Let's see if Hoodie actually comes up on the normal. Yeah, not yet. They're so brand new. So looking good, guys. I like that we have all the regulars coming up in the house today. Hope that everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday. Rainbow's Hopes, good to see you. I know that I've been pronouncing your name wrong. I was reading it back and I was like, oh wait, it's Rainbow's Hopes, not Rainbow Shops. Good to see you. You were bang on XLM going to 18 cents. It got there within a day. I did see that. Sometimes I watch back some of the clips in the live streams just to see what I'm saying during the live streams, if it actually plays out. And yeah, you're totally right. I was saying this multiple times with XLM Stellar Lumens over here. All right. So the first time that you mentioned it to me, Stellar, let's see. Okay. This is what I all drew last live stream. Okay. What I think is going to play out with this token, with this coin. It's a coin because it's its own thing, right? So Stellar was in an uptrend here. Let me just remove that. So you brought it up to me 2 live streams ago. It was sitting over here. All right. It was having a little bit of a pump. And you were asking me, hey, is this thing going to go higher? Is this a good time to buy? And I said, not yet, because I think that this thing, because it has a downward sloping resistance line over here, all right, this thing is probably going to rally back up to it right there. And then that's exactly what it did. It gets rejected, comes back down, and you can see that it's actually testing its 200 week and 200 day moving average support right here. All right. If it loses this, all right, for the next few days, if it loses this, that's a really good time to be DCAing into it. Really good time, because it's not going to go retest this. All right. That was in May. And it's already gone up so much right here that people are really buying it. Whales are accumulating it. And I don't own this, all right? But, I think it's a good project. I might buy some, actually. This thing, if it makes a new lower low, well, that's expected, right? Then it's really in this parallel channel, okay? It's actually in a falling wedge right now. So, yeah, you could see this come back down maybe to 15 cents at the bear market bottom, all right, over the next few days. I don't really see that happening. If I had to bet on it, it's probably going to rally off of these 2 moving averages, and then you might see it chop a little bit into this inflection point, and then boom, it starts going up into the right. I think that's going to play out. All right, I was looking at my crystal ball. I was like, is this going to play out? But yeah, I saw that, once you really understand technical analysis and stuff, like you're just becoming a really good trader, right? I would say everybody should definitely study that. And you can see it, the relative strength index down here is, it's been dipping downwards, the purple line. So whenever you see the relative strength index start dipping down, you're getting bearish divergence. That means the price is going to follow that direction. All right. Once the RSI starts going up again, that means that there's hidden bullish divergence if the price hasn't moved up yet. And then, the price is going to follow that direction. So, yep, Stellar coming back down to 18 cents like I called it. And I mean, I know that over the past few live streams, I've been saying, guys, I'm going to short lab again. Dude, I'm so mad at myself because, I'm not mad at myself, but I'm just kind of like frustrated because I was busy with real life stuff. All right. I had to take my dog to the vet. I had to do a bunch of stuff and I didn't even pay attention, but I've been telling you guys every single stream, short lab. I did get at least one short in with lab and I made $3,600 when it was at $18. I said, this thing is an obvious scam. 95% of it's held by insiders. Its volume is extremely low. Its biggest exchange is a tier 3 exchange, Gate.io and KuCoin. This thing is a scam. It should not be valued at $18 billion of market cap. It was at $18. I shorted it with a 5x short on Aster. I made $3,600, got out at $9. Then it had a relief rally, manipulation rally, all the way back up to $17 to liquidate the people shorting it, right? It went to $17. I was telling people, guys, this is going to go right back down. You should short this thing. And then boom, it dropped from $17 to $1. I missed the short. I didn't get into it, but I've been telling you guys every single stream. So hopefully some of you guys have gotten into this. One of my big strategies this cycle for doing leverage trading is identifying ones that are 95% held by insiders. Like Meme Core, for example. This one is also a really big scam. All right. This thing is a $7.13 billion fully diluted market cap. Why? Because it only has $14 million of volume. Why would this be that big in market cap? And it's 95% held by insiders, 89%. The last time we checked the bubble map over here, let me just make sure. Bubble map, let's let this load real quick. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Yeah, 87% held by the top 10. This thing is obviously a scam. Look at the first whale on here. The first whale has 41.4% of the supply. Second one has 21%. It's two guys. It's probably even the same guy. All right, this thing's a scam. I am going to short this. This thing is eventually going to go down to probably 10 to 30 cents, I would say. I've already been doing some analysis on this, so that's going to be another short play. You guys can do it now if you want. I don't see this coming back up. It already had its little relief rally here. It went from 58 cents on June 29th after the whale scammed everybody. It went to 58 cents, rallied back up to 162. Now it's in a downtrend. So you can see the last 7 days it's on a slide. So that one right there is one. And then another one that I think is a big scam is Beat. All right. This thing is a $2.3 billion market cap. Does not deserve to have that. Only has $15 million of volume. This thing is 90% held by insiders. And I think this thing's a good short as well. All right. But don't ever get frustrated at yourself if you miss a trade, if you miss one of my trades, whatever like that, because in this game, there's always brand new plays coming out. That's how we get rich. All right. There's always new trades. There's always another one, always another play. So that's why I love crypto so much. There's always new opportunities like Robinhood chain. This is the brand new opportunity right here. You can get some of these tokens at their launch, really, really, really early. Okay. These things have been out for less than 4 days old, 5 days old now. So think about where these things are going to be sitting at in 1 year. Robinhood is one of the biggest platforms. It's like Coinbase, one of the biggest platforms out there. So much money will trickle into this ecosystem here. And these are the ones that came out as OGs at the beginning. So of course there is going to be a ton of scams, because on every single chain there's a ton of scams. So just be careful. I'm only looking at ones that I think have good logos, have good names, have good websites. They're posting every day on X, have good contracts. And then I put in a few $100 into it, right? I would say, the riskiest one that I bought is probably Arrow, just because it's a little bit bigger in market cap. It's at 18 mil right now. And I don't know if it's a legit project yet, but that's part of the game. When something is so small market cap and it's a project, it's not like a meme coin, you're taking the risk, you're rolling the dice. But this thing, if it goes up to $500 or $1 billion of market cap, this thing will be sitting at $500 a token, or like $400 a token. So again, $1,000 USD, another big update to Vilo. So you can go on all these asset detail pages and you can see the converter. How much would $10,000 get you? It would get you 4,800 Arrow tokens. So right there, good to see that. Good to see that. Another nice update going in there. Let's go over to trending real quick. So Cash Cat is trending number 1. Lab, Pudgy Penguins, Solstice. I'm going to actually put Lab back on my watch list here, because if it has another relief rally, complete manipulation relief rally, I will short it, because it's going to zero. It is going to go to zero. You got Pudgy Penguin, Black Bull, Ansem had a big pullback. That's why I took some profit. All right. I locked in it was like $2,600 in profit. You can go see my trades up in the community. And that was a couple days ago. This thing, obviously, like I called it, it went up to $450 million of market cap. Then it came all the way back down, as every single chart does. What goes up must come down. All right. This thing, they're still building. Ansem's he's going to be doing the airdrops, everything like that. So I have 2 trades that are still open. They're long-term holds with Ansem coin. I think this thing has the potential to get up to $1 billion, if not even more. You can see it there. The volume is still excellent. $97 million of volume today. It's 77% of its market cap. Looking really good. And all they need is a few bigger exchanges, and this thing basically solidifies itself as a premier meme coin. But this thing is obviously still gaining a lot of popularity. Their holders are going up every single day. Their followers on X are going up every single day. Looking really good. Let's see what Ansem said today. He said, all I know is generational wealth will be made on chain over the next few months. That's facts. Let's go over here real quick. Yeah, he's still doing big updates. 2 days ago, he said a big update with the roadmap. Obviously, he's got his own podcast. He has 1 million followers on X, so he's just going to keep shilling this thing. So I have 2 trades open with it still. They're both probably in profit. Let me see real quick. Let me go in community. Let's go to me over here. Let's go on trades. Okay. Let's go on trades. Yeah, so they're both decent. They're both decent right now. Both up a couple $100, because I got them at 200, not 200, but I mean 29 cents. 29 cents, so it's at 30 cents right now. But when I was getting out of it, all right, I got out at 410 mil market cap. That was 41 cents. I took some profits. That was I locked in a couple $1,000 with that one. I think over the past week and a half, I've made close to $7,000, $8,000. So follow my trades if you want, but it's not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence, your own research. All right, let's go check out some more chats. Cedars, hey, trying to swing XLM2. Do you think it will hold at 18 cents or break below at current conditions? Like I mentioned, XLM over here, I think that this thing could potentially break the 2 moving averages and go make a lower low compared to where it was right here. 17 cents was that low. because this is a higher low, lower low, and maybe it makes a lower low because you can see the trend is lower highs, right? So it hasn't broken out of this triangle yet, but I don't see it going like below 15 cents though. Can't see that happening because it's 15 cents over here. You can even see it's actually in a larger, let me see over here. Let's open TradingView real quick. It's in a larger, descending trend line over here, right here. See that? That's crazy. Yeah. So this thing still has yet to break that larger macro trend line, which it's been in since, let me see, I would say that started in December of 2024. Wow. You can see that it's had multiple rallies back up to the trend line, but it's always got rejected. All right. Right here. So this thing could actually make an even lower low, right? Oh, that was, let me get rid of that. Let me get my brush real quick. Right there, brush. Here's the first low, second low, and then this would be in September of 2026 to October. It could actually make a completely new lower low. It's possible. And I would say around 14 cents, 13 cents max that it goes down, then it starts rallying back up because Bitcoin is going to make its low in September, October. So eventually it's going to break out. I would say right now is a fantastic time to DCA into this, below 20 cents. Really good time to DCA into this. Patel in the community, he just said, please look into Robinhood. Let's go check it out. Robinhood, RVN. Okay, let's go RVH. Okay, it's probably in Dex Scan real quick. It's probably really, really small. RVH. Yeah, here it is. Robinhood. Okay, so this thing's pumping up a lot. It's a 167K market cap right here. I don't know about you guys, but I like looking at the market cap charts more than the price charts because I don't care what the price is of something. It's all about market cap. So this thing right here, let me check out its website. Robinhood protocol. Zero tax. Every burn makes RVH scarcer, and the treasury deploys what it earns into pools pairing RVH with tokenized stocks and on-chain blue chips. Yeah, I mean, for myself, I don't like this website. I think this is like, it's very amateur-like, as somebody who builds apps and websites, like it's very amateur-like. So for me, I'm not going to buy this. The not pump fund, but the Robin Fund one is a little bit better looking. Oh, let me go over here real quick. Yeah. Robin Fund website looks a little bit more professional. So if we check this out, and people are launching meme coins on here. So this thing is going to pump to a few $1 million market cap minimum. In my opinion, this is like an easy 10x on your money. It's probably going to go up to like $5 to $10 million market cap minimum. Unless the team absolutely just rugs it at 500K, which would be like, why? Like, you have the potential here to really, really grow big because you're one of the first projects on this brand new chain. So that's why I bought this. I think it's bullish. It's got 600, 700K market cap, volume, I should say. It's only 544K market cap. That's really, really cheap and small, right? But of course, it's extremely, extremely high risk. So don't put in like 10% of your portfolio in this, okay? Like for me, this is like 0.01 or something. I don't even know, like a couple $100, right? That's it. But this thing is looking nice, looking like a good project, all right? Crypto, 95% of it is just marketing and looking good. That's it. Most of the stuff doesn't do anything. All right, Reese, he just DCA'd into Arrow. All right, he just bought some Arrow, 96 more arrows to his portfolio at $2.08 right here. It's very volatile. You can see this chopping up to the right, all right? But you can see it's chopping up into the right, so it has a nice bull trend going on for it. yeah, look into it. Look into it. It's 18 mil market cap, but this thing looks like a real project. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the next stream in a few days, Arrow is at like, 10 cents. Who knows? It's super high risk, right? But you cannot make money if you don't actually take on risk. So let's see liquidations for the day. Liquidation heat map. Most of it is longs getting liquidated because Bitcoin has dipped back down to 52,000. So longs, there's 57 mil. Solana longs, 19 mil. ETH, 51 mil. Yeah. So if we go over here, let's go check out Solana real quick. Solana is at 77, back to $77. Hyperliquid dipping a little bit more. Good. I want this to dip, please. Please come back down. Come back down to $60. I'm going to do a big DCA at $60 if it does that. $67. You got, let's see. Zcash is at $4.65. You got Cardano at 16 cents. Cardano's dead. Don't buy that. Stellar's at 18 cents. Chainlink, 763. Sui, don't buy this one, guys. In my opinion, this thing's not going to have a good bull run ahead of it because you can see the unlocks are constant. 23 million Sui is going to get unlocked on July 31st. The majority of this is held by VCs and insiders and stuff. It's a good chain. It's a good chain. It's a good project. It's just that tokenomics wise for a small retail investor like us, there's way better projects than this. I mean, fully diluted, it's $7 billion and it's only a $2.8 billion market cap. So you have only 40% circulating out there. So that's just not favorable for a nice performance in the bull run. Let me go over here real quick. BitTensor's dipping back down to 204. All right. This thing is coming back down to where I said it was going to come back down to, which is between 170 and 180. Tau is in a downtrend. All right. It's making lower highs and lower lows. It's one of the most volatile cryptos out there. It's always been. It can have these wild swings of like you get in at 180, it swings all the way back up for you to 280. And that only takes like a week or so and just does that. But right now, somebody actually DCA'd. I forgot who DCA'd in Tau today in our community. And I replied, I was like, yeah, that's a good DCA. I think 204 is a nice price point. I just think that it's going to go a little lower, So because of Bitcoin's going to go a little bit lower. So Tau's going to go a little bit lower. Let's go check out some other stuff down here. If you're going to get a project and actually put in a good percentage of your portfolio into it, it has to have Coinbase or Binance. It has to have big tier 1 exchanges, right? Don't get things that are an actual legit project and that don't have the highways and boulevards open to it. You need to have liquidity be able to flow into these projects. So they need to have eyeballs and on the tier 1 exchanges. For meme coins, though, they don't have to have the tier 1 exchanges. They can be and AI agents. They don't have to have the big tier ones. As long as they get a few exchanges, they can have a really good bull run. So, and don't get a project. All right. In my opinion, don't buy a project that's already been out a whole cycle, like last bull run, and still has not gotten tier 1 exchanges. It's dead. It's not going to do well. All right, let's check out some more stuff. Rees Nation said Vilos Army up in the house. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can actually get my live chat going over here on the stream. Let's do this. Let's see this real quick. I think, oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Hold on, let me revert this. Let's do, yeah, no, it's not going to work on this stream. I got to fix it. I got to actually spend time fixing it. The live chat software that I use, it's called Stream Ninja, and the guy is always constantly updating it, and it's really annoying because then you got to uninstall it, re-download it every single time. Like, wow, dude, it's fine. Like, stop fixing it. All right, let's see. Peaceful Relaxation said, do you think Bitcoin's going to go lower in the next day or two? Then in intraday trading and stuff like that, I have no idea. Bitcoin could go up to 63,000 again, 64,000. It could go up to 70K. All right. But it's going to get rejected and come back down. I look at it more for these blue chips, for the big market cap cryptos. I look at it more as month to month. I have a longer term view of this stuff. And I think it can have tiny little relief rallies here, right? Because it's not always constantly going down. There's relief rallies back up a little bit, you know. But I think this thing's going to go down to $55,000 to $50,000 at the bear market bottom. I don't see it going into the 40s, but that's going to play out over the next 90 days. Good to see Golden Pocket up in the house. What's up, fam? Smash up the like and make yourself comfortable. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Roderick, that's a good question. Do we buy on the Robinhood app? The meme coins for Robinhood are not on the app Robinhood. They're on the Robinhood wallet app. So it's a purple one in the app store. It's a different app. But you can, when you get into it, you just make your wallet and then you can connect it to your Robinhood account, and it makes it really easy to transfer money from one to the other. So it's their official crypto app. That's the easiest way to buy this stuff. And you can see, like, as soon as you enter the Robinhood app, you'll see like Cash Cats featured in there, and like a bunch of other ones are up in there. So yeah. Let's see. Bullish for the stock. Let me see. Hood stock right here. Robinhood's stock is actually pumping. It's up 35% over the past month with the news. Yeah. With the news of it launching its layer 2 Ethereum blockchain. A lot of this stuff is getting tokenized. Right here. You can see tokenized equities, yeah, right? Tokenized stocks saw a record 3.4 billion in volume for the month of June. This marks a 279% gain month over month growth and 1400% year over year growth. Tokenization is happening in real time, right? And Robinhood is sitting there right at the forefront of this because they have all their stocks on their app and they can tokenize them. It's like they're very well positioned right now. Let me see. This guy said that the Clarity Act is close to passing.
This done, it's absolutely critical that we have federal standards for crypto assets, and right now we've dealt with a patchwork of state laws and regulations, and it's really been bad for business here in the United States. We want to get this done so that we have certainty, clarity, and consumer protection. Should be a bipartisan issue. We've got to get it across the line.
Yep. Clarity Act is getting closer, but the Senate is going to go on their summer recess pretty soon. So if we go over here to predictions and we go check it out, let's see. If Clarity Act, hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. Clarity Act, poly market. Let's see what the odds are. 45% chance. 45% chance it gets passed. So it's had a little rally. People thought, oh, looking bullish, it's gonna get passed. Went up to 55%. Now it's at 45. But oh, look at that. See, it just updated. See how quick that is? 45, 51%. It's crazy. There's a lot of volatility with that prediction market. Let's see. If you're not following me on X, by the way, definitely go do so. You can follow me. That link is in the description down below. You don't want to miss what I'm posting on X. All right. Let's see over here real quick. Watch lists. Turbo's down 58 mil market cap. I think Turbo is going to go down a little bit lower than that. I think it's going to go down to like 40 mil. Mooding still at 39 mil market cap. Peanut the Squirrel. I saw Kosh said Peanut up in there in the chat. Yeah, it's on Robinhood, the actual Robinhood app. I think that's bullish. It's 42 mil. So is Mooding. Let me see real quick. I have a solid watch list going. Is Synapse down again? Synapse is coming down a little bit more. I might add this to the portfolio. I might add a little bit of this, right? You don't want to buy it when it's at all-time highs here, or like, you know, a local high. Its all-time high was a lot bigger than that. It was at $4.78 ages ago, like in the prehistoric days in 2021. All right. But it's coming back down. All right. Maybe I'll add this. I'm not sold on that project yet. Aster, I did a big DCA into this. I did a big DCA into Aster. Was it yesterday or the day before? Did a big DCA, got like 10,000 Aster coins. This thing is on the floor. It's not going to go any lower than like 60 cents. This is the platform that I do a lot of my shorting and longing on. And it's the number 2 perpetual exchange out there, right? I try to give you guys my theses as well when I make a trade, all right? Let me see real quick. Oh my gosh, there's so many trades up in here. You guys are working hard. Let me see real quick. Where's my Aster trade? Let me see. It's somewhere. Hold on a second. Let me go over here real quick. Let's go to trades. Yeah. This one right here. I just bought some, all right? I just bought 10,000 Aster. So I said buying Aster at 63 cents, 62, 60 cents. Okay, it's the clear number 2 perp deck, still a fraction of hyperliquid size, but 99% of daily fees now go to buybacks, which is really bullish. And that's been live since June 17th. And, you know, the trade for Aster is like it catching up to hyperliquid, and there's so much room for growth. So that's why I think it's bullish. And then lighter is the other one that I bought a little bit of. All right, I'm going to actually put in a bigger bag into this, like I was saying earlier on the stream. This thing is really bullish. It's obviously had a really good 3-month chart. It's up 129%. So that's why I didn't put in too much money right away. But I wanted some exposure because I see this actually getting to $20 to $40 this cycle, because it's a 1 billion supply. It's its first bull run. I think this thing is going to go really, really, really high. So getting it at $2 right now, I think is pretty bullish. And more whales are moving funds over there. Their TVL is going up. I think it's really bullish. Let me check some more stuff. Reese said Vilos is going to print this cycle. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd say get into Vilos today, guys. Start earning diamonds. Because there's going to be rewards. Okay, there's going to be rewards. And you want to get up into the top 10, all right? And you want to be as high as you can on this leaderboard, because there's going to be a lot of rewards. So referring a friend is absolutely free to do. You just copy your link in your diamonds, send it out to a bunch of friends out there. Just get the community growing. People that are helping us grow this grassroots community are going to be rewarded. Rainbow's hopes. Your insights are so good, better than any crystal ball. A serious boom to know such good technical analysis. I appreciate the compliment. Let's go over here real quick. Let's go check out Bubbles. Bubbles top gainers on the day. Sky's up 3%. That's not a big gain though. The market hasn't been pumping up today because it's a red day. You got obviously VVV pumping up a little bit because it's tanked a little bit. All right, that's from 60 to 120. Let me see if anything stands out. Oh, I had it. Okay, Cash Cat. Yeah, that's the big one right there. It's up 35 million% or something like that, because it went from like 1K market cap to like 120 million in like the span of 2 weeks. That's crazy. I think we're gonna hit a few bangers like that. I think we're gonna hit a few bangers like that. It's gonna be insane. Just don't put in too much money into these tiny little market caps, all right? But you can do whatever you want to do with your money. Let's see. Yeah, the war is back on. Unfortunately, The war is back on. All right. The MOU is dead now between Iran and the US. So that's why the price is tanking a little bit. Let's see if oil is up. Oil is probably going up. It's going to be a little bit more expensive at the pump. Crude oil, yeah, it's rallied up 5.72% today. Yep. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter though. I'm having such a ball, like building Vilos every single day and seeing our community grow and trade with you guys and stuff. We're gonna have such a fun 4 years in this bull market here with Vilos, with this platform here. If you have Android, you can download it on Android. You can download it on Apple. This thing is going to be better and better and better every single day. You get your breaking news, all right? You get all of your macro analysis as well. What's going on with the Federal Reserve over here? Even your economic calendar of all the countries worldwide, what's going on. You get all of your stock market as well. All the stock market. I saw that actually the stocks, they went down a little bit this past week. If we go check out global indexes over here, yeah. Dow Jones, it's down 1% today. Yeah, the S&P 500 is down 0.28%, and Russell's down 0.88. And then the international markets, Nikkei, and then Japan, and the DAX in Germany, and the UK one as well. They're all down a little bit. Global markets. Also, you get your politician insider trades on Vilos. So you can click on any of these people that are in the House or Senate. They have to disclose their trades. That's the law. And you can see exactly what they're buying over here. You can see this guy over here, Cleo Fields. I don't know who he is, but he's in the House. All right. He just bought Google, Microsoft, Apple. He's buying the big ones. They mostly buy the big ones, but then sometimes they'll buy like a stock that you've never heard of. And that's one of the edges, right? Because these people pass things into law. So they do a lot of things where, you know, you guys know this. They have the information before retail does, like that this stock is actually going to do really good. Howard Stevens, he just put in $150 into Marion. Let's see. Marion over here, Lady Marion. It's at 2.13 mil market cap. Yeah. You know, $150 into this, like let's say we go to perspective over here. If you guys didn't know what perspective is in Vilos, you can go click on perspective. We can go get Marion, and let's say it just reached like Arrow's current market cap, which is only like 18 mil market cap, and then you put in $150. Yeah, you're turning that into $1,200, just 150. That's it. That's good. And then if it goes up to 40 mil market cap, you know, 40 mil market cap, you're looking at $3,000. And it's the first ever meme coin that's ever launched on Robinhood. So I think it has a good shot. Nice chart. It's ranked 2,155th in the world. Tiny little market cap. So let's go over here real quick. Let's smash the like. Let's get as many as we can on stream. I might go live tomorrow, and then I'll fix the live chat so I can pin you guys up there. Let's see. Bitmine just bought another 40,000 ETH worth $71 million. Wow. We go check that out over here on crypto treasuries. Let's go. Ethereum, Bitmine, continuously accumulating more. Yeah, they just bought another 40,000. Let's go. Just closing some tabs up here. Yeah, when I research during the day, I have like 25, 30 tabs open of X. You know, I have Vilos open. I got like 10 Vilos tabs open. And Vilos, what I like is like the pin chat. You can pin the chat and then you can see the community posts while you're doing your research on things, right? That's what I like, you know. While you're doing research on a coin, you know, the chat is there. You can always participate in the community right there. And also, you guys can talk to each other in Vilos. If you click on the live button right here, and I will do a live with you guys pretty soon and, you know, hang out with you guys, meet you guys, and, you know, you can ask me any questions. We can hang out. I'll do one pretty soon. You just click the live button, then you enter the live room, and it's basically like, you know, you can turn your mic or your camera on, and then you can just talk to each other. So you could tag somebody if you want. You could tag them, like if I do, you know, I could tag Patel. He gets the notification. I tell him, hey, come hang out in the live room with me. And so you start a live room and then he sees it and then he can just join in and then you guys can talk on the phone or on FaceTime with each other. Really, really cool feature. It's like so much better than Discord because you get all of the markets, everything like that, all the tools, plus the community. So it's only going to keep getting better and better every day. I'm going to keep making it better. But let me see if I missed any other ones over here. I think Golden Glitter, she said, what is the RSI for Stellar looking like? It's oversold at the moment. Will it go down further based on your on BTC's momentum? Let me see real quick. RSI is at 42.6. So right now it's at neutral, between 40 and 55, 60. It's kind of like neutral, but it's on the lower end. So it's at 42. So it's actually pretty oversold. It could get even more oversold though, right? You know, I got a few Stellar fans up in the house. I think like 3 of you are Stellar fans. You can see like RSI could definitely come down a little bit lower down here a little bit because RSI is on a downtrend, right? It's making lower highs and lower lows. So it could come back down a little bit lower, but I think this thing is at a good price point right now to DCA into it. It's at 18 cents. It played out exactly like what I was saying the last few streams. It started over here. The first time that somebody mentioned it, I said, yeah, it's going to go up to this point. Then it's going to come back down and get rejected. I said that's the highest likelihood, and that's what played out. Basically, what TA can do for you is give you a better chance, but you have to understand that one big news catalyst, which is not in the charts, all right, that's the news, could make the chart pump or dump, right? So, but if nothing's really going on with the news, the TA is pretty much accurate all the time. Unless you're in a tiny little market cap cryptocurrency where it's like whales could definitely just like invalidate a charts pattern and like pump it or dump it, right? Like that's different. Let's see over here real quick. So we saw trending. Fear and Greed is still at 22. Dex Scan over here. Dex Scan is getting better and better and better every single day. What I want this to be is a better Dex Screener. So you have like Dex Screener, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Yahoo Finance, CoinGlass, token unlocks, like all this different stuff, stocks, commodities, prediction markets, Discord, everything like that in one super app. That's what I want to do. That's the vision. Grateful, good to see you. Money Foster, good to see you as well. Well, sounds good, guys. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm getting hungry right now. I'm gonna get some supper, and then I'll be live tomorrow. Join the community. Try to get more diamonds by referring more members. All right, that's how you get up the leaderboards fast. You can also get up the leaderboards pretty fast by posting trades already, but one friend referral is like the equivalent of like almost like 3 trades. It's actually even more than that. It's like almost 4 trades. So that's really good. And also in the community, when you're posting your trades, when you put the amount, all right, if I were to do like trade entry over here, you know, I pick an asset, I enter the price. When you put the quantity like 0.1 or 10,000 or whatever it is, it will automatically put your profit and loss calculated, and it calculates it in real time every single second. And that shows people in the community as well, like, oh, wow, congrats on that nice trade and stuff like that. You don't have to do quantity. It is optional, but I would say do it though, just because it's cool. It's cool to see people's P&L and stuff like that. Don't be scared to do that. Also, the new Vilo support portal is open, so you guys can send me support tickets if something's not working on your end, or if you have an idea on what to do on the app to make it even better, then let me know. Velvet Blues, he said the bull market seems to be evading us. I don't know what will make it happen. Better interest rates or Clarity Act, or better geopolitical conditions. Nobody knows how long it will. Well, no, we kind of know like when it's going to happen. It's going to happen after October. It's the 4-year cycle. Bitcoin is already very oversold on a yearly and monthly basis, and it's always following the 4-year pattern. So don't worry about it. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. But we haven't been in the bull market. The bull market never started yet. This is the bear. We've been in the bear since October last year. As soon as Bitcoin puts in its peak for the cycle, that's when the bear market starts, right? Because it just keeps going lower and lower. But sounds good, guys. Hope that you guys have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you guys up in the app.